Our coverage continues from the 7th annual Fort4Fitness Fall Festival in downtown Fort Wayne at Parkview Field, and we're joined now by one of the event's original executive board members, Jon Bomberger. And Jon, thanks so much for sharing a few minutes with us during this hectic weekend. And what are your impressions of this event now in its 7th year?
Well, it's, to me, it's a community celebration and a celebration of fitness, activity. I think everyone who's participated in it has always remarked to me what a great spirit it creates in our community.
And it's expanded from being just a running race in its first few years. Now also there's a spring cycle that's part of Fort4Fitness, and you're the chairman for the spring cycle 2015. It'll take place on May 16th. What can you tell us about the spring cycle?
Well, the spring cycle is a wonderful event. It's an event that we innovated as the largest bicycle tour in Northeast Indiana. It's a fabulous way for people to discover and use the bicycle for fitness. It's at the beginning of the season. It's a wonderful way for people who may not have ever used the bicycle for fitness and may have never gone on a bicycle tour or a group tour. And it's a great way to learn how to do that and to see how it's very easy to do and a lot of fun.
And like the Fort4Fitness Fall Festival that we have right here, the spring cycle really is a collaboration of the entire community, right?
It absolutely is. Last year we had a wonderful partnership between IPFW, Arts United, and the Downtown Improvement District, Visit Fort Wayne. We all came together and made a celebration of the bicycle, art, bicycle, and music as a part of really a sort of a total wellness event for Fort Wayne.
What's special about this? What makes Fort4Fitness, whether the spring cycle or the fall festival, different from other fitness activities?
Well, I think the word celebration is in order, and it's also I think very approachable for people. It's a goal that people can use to achieve fitness. It is also very easy to do. You see all of your neighbors, you see all of your friends participating, and it's a way to motivate yourself to go and be a part of something bigger than yourself. And I think that that kind of celebratory participation helps people do things they might not otherwise do. And anything we can do to help with the overall fitness of the community and to help with our wellness in Northeast Indiana is going to help the community be a better place to live, and certainly a place where there are lots and lots of healthy employees, and that all helps to make a better economic environment as well.
And so as someone who's been around with this event since its inception, what are some of the better stories you've come across?
Well, last year I had the most fun because I actually ran the half marathon, and I had one of those helmet cameras on, and I ran with various pace groups. I ran behind a couple who had just gotten married, and they had, they put they had tin cans and a big "Just Married" sign on their backs, and stopped and talked to them. I also had a great time going through all of the rest stops, the water stations, where you have all these people who are excited and cheering. It was just a lot of fun. That was one of my favorite moments. A lot of times, the moments that I have, the things that make, that really hit me, are when after I've finished, and I'm in the finish corral, and people come up to me and say, "Oh, Jon, this was the greatest race. I love this race. This was a lot of fun. I had so much fun training for it and getting here, and now I've done it." And that's very exciting. It's great to be a part of a huge group of people that volunteer and make this happen every year.
And what are your duties this year?
Well, this year, my law firm, Fagerty, Baker & Daniels, sponsors the event, but we also do a water station at the at Foster Park. And we've done that every year. We have volunteers from our office staff the water station, and we get pretty excited. We have some good cheering that goes on. This year we have we have music that's backing us up, so we enjoy that. I'll be helping to set that up, and then I'll serve as a course marshal for a period of time. Then we'll clean up, and then I'll probably head back down here to watch the other racers finish.
And now for someone who's watching at home today and deciding that they want to come out and run in 2015, they've still got some time to start training, but looking ahead to the spring cycle in 2015, if someone's interested and wants to get involved, what's the best way to do so?
Well, you can go to our website and you can learn about the spring cycle. You can register. We don't have registration open for 2015 quite yet, but we will shortly, and we'll certainly announce that. And then go ahead and make the commitment. You can commit to run or to ride for any number of 3 distances. One is a shorter distance, then there's a longer distance, and then an even longer distance for those who are really inspired. And we have in the spring cycle, we have lots of support on the course. It's very, very easy for someone who's never done it before to try a bicycle tour like that for the very first time. And in fact, we've found that every year, so far, the first 3 years, at least 30 to 35% of the people who participate have never done a bicycle event before. So we think that's really, really good. We think that's really fulfilling our mission of getting people to try something, because once they try one of our events, we really feel that they are going to come back and do it again. And if we build that year after year, we're making for a much healthier, active community.
Well, Jon, thanks for sharing a few minutes with us now and for all of your contributions, both to the Fall Festival as well as the Spring Cycle. We look forward to seeing some new bikers come May.
Absolutely.
Thanks for the time.
Congratulations.
Appreciate it. We'll step aside, continuing coverage of the 2014 Fort4Fitness Fall Festival in downtown Fort Wayne.